Hello and welcome to episode 45 of my Terraria Calamity mod playthrough. We have some weapon testing, weapon crafting and re-killing of bosses we've already killed to do today. Specifically, we're going to start with quickly crafting the resources from these. Then we're going to go kill the the shark, the great sand shark, a few more times, and then we'll go kill Plantera a few more times with the weapons we have, and then once we have those resources, I will quickly fill out the missing parts of all of this, and we shall craft and test some new weapons. But first things first, we do need to craft some basic resources so that we can actually make a start on all of that. So I need to speak to Truffles, who we've not really talked to since he moved in, to buy the auto hammer. We're going to need this one way or another. Let's find a place for it. Will you fit in this middle slot? No, you'll have to go up here. Okay. We should have enough for 30 of this, unless I did my math wrong. I may have done my math wrong. Nope, there's 30. And then we need 30 of this. 30 of this. 30 of this. And 30 of this. And with these combined, we can get the Sandstorm Core, which will let us summon the shark. Right, for the time being, we will put these shiny new resources away in here. There is some allocation to some of them. One thing I will note, this bow here that is required for Ultima, for whatever reason, the merchant was selling him at one point, so I decided just to buy it, so that's been put into a chest. Yeah. Let's start with our shark friend. We don't believe that this is going to be too much trouble, but we will not be unduly careless. Let's go with these two. Oh, we forgot to grab that. Right, goes there. I suppose we could there's also some other things we can now start adding into this equation. The rainbow gun isn't a terrible thing that we could grab, but let's start with 9 Sharknadoes. We could not kill him underground. Okay, they were relatively effective. He did hit us real hard. It looked like he did 200 odd damage on one attack. So potentially he is more of a threat than we give him credit for. Okay, that was only 40. Maybe he hit us twice, once for 20, once for something else. Sharknado, or doesn't look like he can, or yeah, it doesn't look like he can be hit underground by this guy, the tiger. So tiger's not an effective weapon against him. Okay, so we've got 3 of those. We need a bunch more of the Great Scales and the Forbidden Fragments. If this guy is not effective, let's actually see how effective we can be against him with a stealth build. I've been meaning to do some tweaks to this build. But what tweaks specifically? I kind of want to put, or equip, where'd I put it? This. But I'd need to find something to swap it out for. This is rogue damage and crit chance. Gives lifesteal on crits, that's kind of really useful. Landing Stealth Strike grants 12% bonus to none. That's what we want to be swapping it out for. Let me just quickly remove these ones. Movement speed, poison, evaded to clouds. These ones don't have upgrades, but they give us bonuses. We don't need the sand cloak anymore. This thing basically gives us the same effect. Oh no, not quite. No, we'll put these in here for now. Probably this one as well. Oh, the parry. The parry is a nice idea, but I don't think I can use it at the minute. And again, that one I think I'll keep on us because it's additional damage that we can have. I've also a mind to swap out our defense boost. For increased stealth generation. Menacing or luck. Additional 4, that brings these up to 50% crit chance. Okay, we'll deal with 50. Intentionally trying to push it much higher than 50 is basically diminishing returns territory. Silence, I think we want. We really don't have much defense with just 2 things with reduced defense. Okay, how quick's our stealth charge speed? Let's get one more item that has stealth speed. Okay, get some refunds and then we'll kill it some more. Where are you? You're talking to someone that doesn't appear to be here. Has he been shunted somewhere else? No, he's standing right on top of her. I need you two to stop your conversation. There you are. Thank you. Give me a refund. Thank you. Right, let's give this a try. We have a fair bit lower defense. This is 88. This has 63 prior to the buffs. Sudden difference in movement pattern. Should I be getting lifesteal? I should be getting lifesteal. Why wasn't I getting lifesteal? Max out our health before we summon it again. We don't have those other ones on us. That's fine though. Okay. How many is that? 5. These are the things that we're a little short on. I need 1 for that. I think we already had the 3 for that. We do need to make that, but I didn't get the materials for that ready yet. We're going to need 2 of these, but we actually need to get marrows, which I've not been able to acquire yet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do need 1 more. Let's just summon a couple of these. A little bit of extra damage. Right. Okay. I will quickly put all of this stuff away. We didn't get a no, we've not done yet. I was wondering whether or not we got a trophy. But yeah, I'll put all of this stuff away and we will then start looking to... I actually don't need the Plantera bulb. There's plenty down there. Yeah, we'll look at going to Plantera, so be right back. Okay, before we head over to deal with Plantera and farm it a bit, there is 1 upgrade we would like to make first, because I'd like to have the Ankh Shield with me, and if we can upgrade it, we may as well do, which we can do. Now, what do we need to merge those then? We need 3 of each. To make a Core of Calamity, which will make us our Asgard Valor. Allows the ability to ram dash. This dash can slam through enemies without taking damage, grants immunity to knockback, fire blocks, most debuffs, including most forms of frost and flame. We need to get that some defense. Actually, which one? It's going to be susceptible to both of these. Irradiated and Shadow Flame. That increases summon damage as well. So let's keep Irradiated because I think it does slightly more. Right, we'll get our refund and then we shall get down to the Plantera area. Right. See you in a bit. Okay. I want this thing and this thing here. In fact, let's move this thing to here. Get our buffs. Get that. Quickly sit this down somewhere. And pop one of these. Where are you coming from? Okay, this thing didn't do too badly, but let's try a different one. Where are you? There you are. Let's try Sharknadoes. Sharknadoes definitely track it better. Yep, Sharknado is definitely effective. Okay. Where are my Sharknadoes? They're the Sharknadoes. Let's try these guys. We'll have to pop one of these. Where are you coming from? think Sharknadoes are definitely the way to go against this guy. Now, why did I not have my dash? Now, potentially reaching the point of... Oh, nice. Needing to refresh our buffs. Interesting some of the other random things that it's dropping. Okay, so this isn't doing as much good. This is doing us fine. I think we'll move it over a little bit further and we'll swap this out. In fact, no, there's fine. Let's get our Sharknadoes back out. Where's it? I can't see it on the map. There you are. Okay, shall we do something a little bit more silly? Or something more likely to get us killed now? Let's refresh this. We'll keep these on us. How are you still alive? Do you actually have anything? Oh, we need these. They probably drop, or we've probably had those drop at some point, but we've not seen them. Okay. Let's see if we can take her on with a summoner build. Not a summoner build. Damn it, missed. Dead? You're dead, okay. Takes a bit longer, fair bit harder, but we can do it. Okay, that's 5 treasure bags. Let's swap over again to this and we'll kill it. A few more times. Maybe one more time? Maybe 2 more times. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. I don't know whether or not those big bulbs can grow back. Let's... Oh good, we do have some. We can fix the hole. Okay. Quick look around, see if there's anything worth picking up. Doesn't look like it. Right, our inventory is full of stuff. Let me sort through it and I will also complete the remainder of the chest. So the items that we need for the item, or the items that we need that are in the chest that we're going to craft that we didn't have the items yet. That was the point of all of this killing of bosses. So let me sort through all of that and I will be right back. See you in a bit. I literally just stopped recording. There's something else we can do now. I do need to... I really should clean out my inventory. Dreadnautilus needs to die. Let's give it a Sharknadoes. While they're effective, I get the feeling these are going to be better. All of this. So I have to quickly bother you. Only sell the stuff that I absolutely know. I don't need any more of. Okay. We need to head over to the seaside. Because we need to get fishing rod. Where's going to be the best place here? Summons will fine. Okay. Oh, balls. No, I don't want to remove my summons. So instead, let's grab that. Go back over to here. Oh, damn it. Here was not the best of places to pick. Thanks to the turtles. I forgot about the turtles. Over here. Starfish. Nope, nope. I may have to swap over to my fishing build. Okay, so we're going to have to resummon everything rather quickly. Fair enough. They're not on my bar. This was a bad idea. I'll have to swap over to... There you are. Okay, we got it killed. Oh, I think we even got the staff I wanted from it. It's a bit late now. It doesn't help us that much. Throw that so that we can use this and get rid of... Okay. So as I was saying, I will sort through all this loot and be right back. See you in a bit. Okay, I've done a little bit of quick editing to work out roughly how long we've got. We've got about 20 minutes left in this episode. So we went through everything that we had. This is all of the loot that we got from the loot bags and what we picked up from the Blood Moon. We've got the Blood Moon monolith. So we may as well put these down as we get them. We got the Sanguine Staff. This is a summon item that, if we had had it earlier, would have actually been quite nice. It summons bats, and those bats are pretty quick and hover around you. But yeah, at this point they just aren't going to do enough damage to be worth it. They would have been useful earlier in hard mode, but that requires killing the Dreadnautilus much earlier, and we was having problems even getting it to summon. So that's that. We got the Plantera trophy, so let's put this above its relic. And we also got the Blood Moon lore. This came from the Dreadnautilus as well. This malevolence is not the work of any god. Blood moons trace their origins to the dawn of history. It is an occurrence equally sinister and banal. Everyone is acclimatized to the shambling hordes of undead. Organized societies are not threatened in the slightest. If anything, they welcome the opportunity to train Greenfoot soldiers. With those fires in their veins, those with fire in their veins may strike out on their own to revel in the slaughter. That is how I remember the sleepless nights from my younger days, knee-deep in corpses. Yeah, we may as well put that there. This doesn't have a progression. We also got another, either a developer set or patron set from one of the mods. So let's put that all away as well. Plantera mask. The Bloomstone. Is this something we actually want to keep in potentially useful item storage? Gain between 1 and 3 life regeneration depending on the time of day. Accelerates life gen based on time of day. Both of these effects are maximized during moon or from noon to sunset. Flowers grow if you're starting on grass, random dies. We have better ways of getting life gen, so I don't think that's going to be of any use. Now, if memory serves, everything on the left-hand side is a Plantera weapon drop that has an upgrade, and everything on the right side is a Plantera weapon drop that does not have an upgrade. Oh yeah, and we needed to kill another sand shark. We didn't have enough, what were they? The scales, I think. So let's start with the things that don't have upgrade paths. So we have a grenade launcher, which I'm assuming we don't have the ammo for. We do not. We'd have to buy the ammo for it. Never mind, we can't use the grenade launcher. We have the pygmy staff. This is an interesting one. If memory serves, it summons 2 pygmies at a time. No? Thinking of something else. The problem is that these guys are bound to the ground. So they're not really useful against things like Plantera or anything that can fly. But they also don't have a tremendous amount of damage compared to some of our other summons. But they certainly fire quickly. With this kind of fire rate, they actually may synergize much better with the whips. Okay, they can average 2,000 damage if used with whips. So let's get rid of them for a second. Let's compare them to the Sharknadoes. They have a much slower rate of fire. There. Even these get more damage. So unfortunately, not useful. And then Taboo Nettle Burst. Is this... Ah, yeah, it's one of these. Potentially useful against multi-segmented bosses, but I think at that point I'm probably going to be using the Rainbow Gun anyway, so none of those are particularly practical for our uses. Right, next, Leaf Blower. It's a fast-firing magic weapon. Reasonable amount of damage. We have this thing here. This is used in the item Cult's Crown, which may be something we have long term. Increases rage gain. Rage doesn't fade away out of combat. Converts certain debuffs into buffs. And adrenaline charges faster. Increases maximum movement speed and maximum acceleration. So the combined item that makes is potentially useful. The Leaf Blower upgrades once into the Missile Storm, but we need things that we don't have access to yet. We have Blossom Flux, which again only has a single upgrade. None of these items, as far as I could tell, are used in God Item or the God Item, but the Flower Pow is definitely used in something cool. Oh, that is firing arrows. Average speed, you say? That's not an average speed. Press right click to fire spore orbs that explode into gas spores. And then this is just a standard mace. We have the Wasp Gun. Which is a potentially useful weapon to keep, but it does get upgraded eventually to the Swarmer. Although we need to have... that's not Martian Madness, that's the towers. I can't remember what the tower event is called. We need to kill the cultist to spawn it, though. And then we also have the Cedar, which is used for Zenith, I think. Yes. Right, so that's all the loot gone through. So I will sort these into where they need to go, if we can find the room for them. Okay, next up, let's go through this chest first. So this is basically all the weapons we need, or everything we need for the god item, and I think Zenith is in here, and one other advanced melee weapon. But everything else in here is used towards the god item, so let's see if we go to loot all, we do have the room for everything. Right, so we got 3 Terra Blades. We have 2 Terra Rays. We have a Terra Lance. We have 2 Cosmic Bolters. We have 2 Flamethrowers. We have 2 Discs, Terra Discs, and then a second Plantation Staff. Let's give them all a quick test. Actually, I need that. Give me the fuel. That's got some range on it, but it does go through gel a hell of a lot quicker. Converts wooden bolts into slicing energy bolts. Sliding energy bolts. Rogue disc. Let's see what its stealth strike does. Throws a disc that has a chance of generating several discs if enemies are near it. Stealth strike travels slower and are rapidly orbited by smaller discs. And that also pierces. Mystic Terra Ray casts a brilliant ray that dissolves into energy on hitting an enemy. More energy is created the further along the ray the enemy is hit. So the closer at maximum range we are, the more damage this thing does. Damn! This might be a weapon worth keeping. And then Terra Lance. Okay, let's get these put back away again. I'm going to put the rogue weapons to one side because we may end up swapping things out, but I'll figure that out between episodes. We need one of them put in here. Okay, that's that chest done. Everything in here is stuff using grand scales. There's a bunch of weapons and a few other things. And then some extra stuff that I didn't have room for elsewhere. So again, let's just loot all and craft a lot of this. We can remember exactly what's in here to be crafted. Shifting Sand Staff. Yep, 2 Pearl Gods. Tumbleweed. A Sandstorm. 2 Dust Storms in a bottle. 2 ballistas, because I think if there's 2 of them in here, they must be, yeah, using the god item. Phantasmal Ruin. Sand Slasher. And that must be made at a Crimson Altar then. Sulphurous Coral. Okay, maybe it's made just at the seaside? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look up where we can find that. Not going to waste too much time trying to find something when I don't know where I'm looking for it. Okay. Let's quickly get these tested. Fires a shock blast round that emits massive explosion and steals enemy life as well as additional bullets. Every 7th shot fires a massive shockwave blast. mean, that effect is a bit extreme, but fair enough. We are still on, yes, okay. Shift in sands, cast a sand shard that follows the mouse cursor. Okay, so it's just another one of those weapons. It's a rogue weapon. That's a rogue weapon. That's a rogue weapon, so I want to test them specifically. Unusual way for a mace to work, but we don't have any sand on us. Converts wooden arrows into great arrows that crush enemy armor and break into shards. But not on contact, so I don't know how much use that actually is. Let's use this in here because I want to know whether or not we get the sand back. 60 or 56. 63, rather. No, we don't get the sand back. Okay, fair enough. Not as useful as I would like it to be. That has an upgrade path. This does not. I'm going to have to make another sand thrower thingy. These have upgrade paths. That has an upgrade path, and these have upgrade paths. Right, let's test these rogue weapons. We're going to need this again. Okay, this one first. Throws a huge shuriken made out of fused sand, unaffected by gravity, which slowly accelerates horizontally. It does more damage depending on how fast it goes horizontally and how long it's been flying for. Yeah, so it accelerates that way. Interesting, but I don't think it's particularly useful. Dust storm in a bottle. Explodes into a dust cloud. Stealth strikes form a more intensive, longer lasting dust cloud. Is this going to be a replacement for our spent fuel canister? I think that's a yes. Averaging around about 1,600, 1,700 versus... And that does slightly more. And that one hit 3,000 because it crit. That one does appear to be more effective. Why? Is it just the fact it has upgrades? And is a 50% crit? I think it's kind of dependent upon whether or not it can hit the invulnerability time between damage instances. If it gets a good one and can hit a lot, then that one gets more out of it. They're kind of equivalent. I think this will be better than this once this has some upgrades in it. Stealth strike damage, yeah. This one is definitely going to be better than that once it's been upgraded, so let's set that for replacement. This also has an upgrade path, whereas this one does not. Okay, lastly, the Phantasmal Ruin. That was a lot of instant damage. I think this replaces our brick. Even though it's technically... Actually, no, it will end up being the same rarity. It's strictly speaking has lower damage. This has a higher crit chance. But one, this is easier to aim. And it's ending up doing about as much damage as this does in a single throw. This one's still very much useful because neither this nor this... So the reason this is useful is because, boom, that AoE hits everything around it. So I think that is a replacement for that. And that does not have further upgrades, so it can be put away. Right, let's get all of this away. And then one final set of things. Okay, let's get this last lot of things crafted. This is mostly stuff that's crafted with the cores of one description or another. This isn't everything that can be crafted with the cores, but it's just everything that it looks like I can craft at the minute. Hey, we have a party. So first thing, we have a couple of Deadshot brooches. Or at least we should have had a couple of them. Did I miscount? I miscounted. I need to make some more, I'll make a second one later, off camera. Yeah, this thing has 2 branches for ranged weapons. So we're going to craft them, even if we don't end up using them. We'll probably end up playing with ranged weapons and melee weapons much later down the line. The other core of Calamity is for the core of Vanity, which is a light pet. I believe that light pet is upgradable. And it's a trio of light pets, but it gives a large amount of light in the Abyss versus what we was using, which only gave a moderate amount of light. So this can go away. In addition, that particular light pet will eventually fuse with a bunch of other light pets, these 2 specifically, to make this thing. It upgrades one more time into this, I think, and then these 2, I don't know how we get them yet. But this is a colossal amount of light, and it's a combination of everything, it seems. Right, what next? I don't think the Brimrose Staff is something we was making. Yes, we have 2 of these. One of these. And do these need a Crimson Altar? No, Mithril Anvil, there they are. Okay. We do have a extra rogue weapon here, so we'll test that first. Insane Knockback fires a long-range boomerang that explodes and icicles hits. Stealth Strike throws 3 shorter-ranged boomerangs that freeze along with spread icicles. As a AoE one, that might be worth swapping out for... because it does go through. I think I will swap that for this. Reason being... Actually, no, because this is going to be better used for things like invasions and stuff. Okay. Now, we have something better already, so never mind. We also have the Anarchy Blade. The lower your life, the more damage this blade does. Your hits will generate large explosion, while below 50% life, your hits have a chance to instantly kill regular enemies. Damn. Even base damage this is doing a fair amount. That seems like a really good melee weapon. And lastly, we have our upgraded magic weapon. Casts a slow-moving homing balls of heavenly light. It can fire through rocks. Okay. So that's everything I had lined up to craft and test, so we will leave it there for this week. Plan next week is it's time to get on to our next boss, which is the large fishy lady with the trident and Leviathan. What's the specific name? Anahita and the Leviathan. And then potentially Astrim Ura and Golem. I don't know when or how long it'll take us to go through those, but that will be the primary plan. I will double check that we don't have anything else to craft with the materials we have, so that we can make sure everything is brought up and we have all interesting and useful weapons that we can get our hands on. But yeah, we'll work with that plan for now. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, we'll be back again next Monday, so hopefully we'll see you next time. Cheerio.